Back in high school, they had us do a community service project every year.
Are you here for the Ancestors Project?
Yeah.
Okay, right this way. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna have you do. Okay.
The one during freshman year was called the Ancestors Project, and we had to go into a senior living facility and volunteer there for a certain amount of hours throughout one of the semesters. We didn't really do much, honestly. They just threw us up with some random old person, and we had to like hang out with them and talk to them for a couple hours after school. Then we went home. The facility that I chose to go to just so happened to be a memory care facility. I was really great with the residents there because my grandma actually had dementia, so I knew exactly how to handle someone who had dementia. I made friends with this one old lady, and she would be telling me stories and just talking to me all day, and she would be repeating herself a lot. 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 And I just made sure to stay nice and stay, I don't know, like, it's like, whatever, girl. It's
Am I repeating myself?
Keep going. You
A
good?
lot?
No. I mean, there is no real strategy to it. It's just a matter of personal preference. Like, I would just, like with my grandma, who I love so much, rest in peace to her. She actually passed away during my whole San Francisco era, during all that. And so, yeah, that was like another really hard thing for me to deal with at the time. But whenever I was talking to her growing up, I would just let her keep repeating herself, and it was okay. It was like, whatever, like, because she was always really nice to me. And I don't know, I just kind of, like, from a young age, I've always just kind of like had sense, and so I just like I knew something was up before I was explicitly told, like, your grandma has dementia, so she is going to be repeating herself a lot. She kind of forgets what she says, XYZ. Just stayed polite, and I never got irritated or rude or anything. That was kind of how I acted whenever I did the Ancestors Project. And that one lady who I was like friends with, I say friends in quotes because, like, girl, I don't even remember her name, like, but she was who I used to go to every time I would go there. She was this old black lady, and I think she really took to me because I just probably had like a really childlike essence, and she just thought I was really cute. I don't know, I liked her though. I'm trying to decide if I really want to get into it or not, because I'm trying to talk about something else. This is just a lead into something else I'm trying to talk about. But that place was honestly really scary. It was really scary. They would do these like karaoke nights where the guy would set up a piano and have everyone sit there, and we would like help the nurses serve them dinner and stuff, and then the person doing the piano would be playing a track on the speaker, and he'd be pretending to play the piano. He was just one of the workers. He was like the janitor or something, just on there pretending to play the piano. It was like a psychological horror type situation. It's like dark in there, like old china all over the place, like, you know, those plates, like pretending to play the piano. It's like these old songs, like, I'm like, oh my god. The last time I ever went was actually not at the end of the project, because I was talking to that lady who I was friends with. We were just talking, and then the nurse walked up.
We have to take her away. It's time to take your medication. Your bedtime is early.
No, it's only 4 p.m. I still have a couple more hours to
No, you have to come with us right now, or I'm gonna have to call security on you again.
No, please don't let her take me, baby.
I was only 14. I was like, it does something to me.
Okay,
security.
They sound the alarms. They literally start dragging her out. So then I walk up to the nurse lady. I'm like,
are you sure she's gonna be okay? She said that her medication doesn't make her feel well.
I think it's time for you to go home for the day. No shade. I did not complete my Ancestors Project. I forged the signatures. We had this sign-in sheet that we had to have the nurses in charge sign every time we went in to like prove that we did it. I forged the signatures for the rest of the time, and I never went back. That was traumatizing. I was like, I'm not doing this. Sophomore year was called the Friends Project. It was kids. I volunteered to tutor kids at the Boys and Girls Club.
How do I do math? What's 2 + 2?
How about you pull out your fucking calculator and type it in, bitch? It was the junior year volunteering project that really had a lasting effect on my life that I want to talk about for the beginning part of today's video. I don't remember what it's called. It was called like the On a Weem Project or something, or I don't really know, but we went to this soup kitchen and we volunteered just for one day. It was like a field trip. Anyway, There's no story time about that. It was really nice. Some people worked in the Salvation Army thing. Some people did food delivery. And I worked in the kitchen serving people. And a lot of people went. It wasn't just like homeless people or anything like I always thought soup kitchens were for. It was anyone. Bitches in business suits were walking up there. It was like free lunch for anyone who showed up. So yeah, I was like serving people. And that was really nice. It was cool. I'm trying not to make this about myself, this particular statement about myself, but it did feel really good to do that, and it felt like the most accessible kind of community service. And so fast way forward to my 26th birthday a couple months ago. As I've told you guys a little bit about, I have had a pretty turbulent life from the ages of 17 to 23, and I always wanted to go back to that soup kitchen and volunteer, but you know, I just couldn't catch my breath for 2 seconds. And then for years after I left San Francisco, I spent like grieving and recovering from all of the trauma that I faced. And so finally on my 26th birthday, I was like, I'm gonna go volunteer at the soup kitchen. When I went on the website to sign up for a volunteering slot, I saw a disclaimer that said you might want to get vaccinated just in case people are sick, because you're going to be dealing with a lot of random different types of people you don't. And I was like, oh shit, because I haven't got vaccinated since like COVID time, because there was nothing that prompted me to get vaccinated. No job, no school, nothing made me there was no reason to get vaccinated. No one was like, you need to get a vaccination for this. And part of what I'm learning about adult life is life really just goes on. Like, if there's nothing there that really prompts you to do something, then 9 times out of 10 you're probably not going to do it. So I was like, well, I really want to spend my birthday at the place volunteering, so I'm gonna go just use this as an opportunity to go get vaccinated. So I go to CVS, and I don't know if it's just the CVS that I went to or if it's like this everywhere, but we only let you choose 3. Okay, so I'll get the flu vaccine, this, and this. I just chose the 3 most common names that I recognize. I just check them off. Okay, for sure. Come this way. Well, I get sick after, you know how like after you get vaccinated, like after the COVID vaccine, I got so sick.
Oh, no. Of course not. You'll be fine. You'll be fine after these.
We go inside this cardboard box, and while we're sitting there, she's preparing the vaccination. I'm like, let me just make a little bit of small talk. Yeah, you know, like I haven't got vaccinated in so long, so I was like, let me just make a trip and like go down the list of vaccinations. Oh, that's really... Alright, stick out your arm. This is vaccine number 1. Does it matter which arm? No, whichever one you prefer. Oh. Okay, we can just do this arm. Yeah, it's actually funny because I was in the ER like a couple years ago. It's a long story. But, one of the nurses was like kind of like getting on me about not really caring which arm I use for vaccinations or like an IV or something. Really? Yeah, it was like weird. Like she was like trying to like really make it out like I was irresponsible or something. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. It literally doesn't matter which arm you use. Oh my god, but sorry, I missed a vein. I'm gonna get another needle. I'm like, so now I have a busted vein, and then it's like moments like this where you want to ask the nurse, like, wait, are you qualified? Like, because I'm not trying to have like a busted arm. Yeah, but then it's like, is it worth it having a confrontation with a random pharmacy worker and a random CVS? Already took you long enough to get the vaccine in the first place, so you might as well just stick your arm out and let the bitch inject the shit into you so you can go volunteer at your place for your birthday. All right, all done with all 3 vaccinations, so you might feel mild flu-like symptoms, but just know it'll subside in like 1 to 2 weeks. Will I get sick after?
Oh, no, of course not.
Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Have a nice day. And then I went to go volunteer on my birthday, and it was really nice. In the meantime, I went online to schedule a new haircut appointment. But when I went on my barber's website, it said there's no availability for this month. Okay, what about next month? I couldn't find the month after that. There's no availability. What about the month after? There's no. What about the month after that? There's no availability. Okay, then I guess I'm just not getting a haircut. Is you cool, bitch? Like... I don't give a fuck, bitch. It's your hair, bitch.
Who are you trying to
Bitch,
pick,
security.
Cammy,
Pull
you
hair
cannot
whole
stream
time.
on the
Pull hair.
website.
Let go of my hair. I like my barber, but I was like, hold on, like, what is this, arrogant Tay or something? Like, what are you booked up for the next 3 years? Like, what's going on? Anyway, I ended up going to the barber shop and he was like, yeah, I have no clue what that was about. So I was like, oh, so I waited 8 months in between haircuts for no reason? Yeah, I guess. Sorry. I don't know. Anyway, I'll be with you in just a second. I'm just finishing up this person's haircut. I'm running behind schedule.
Oh no, yeah, take your time. It's okay.
So anyway, I'm just sitting there waiting for him to get finished with his previous appointment, and then I noticed they were talking about something that was like culturally relevant at the time.
Oh, really?
So then,
No, I
Yeah.
saw the same thing when I was going.
so then I chime in with my opinion. They both turned around and looked at me like, I was like, oh, okay. Gentle reminder from the universe that not every conversation is mine to take over. Actually, though, the barber was pretty cool. He was chatting, but then the guy who's getting his hair cut, like, literally stopped talking as soon as I joined the conversation. And then I stopped talking, and then he started talking again. I was like, oh, okay. Ruining his me time with the barber or something. Anyway, I got a haircut, finally. I'm gonna start going more often because I really like my barber, and, yeah, I think self-care is like very important. But back to what I was saying about when the appointment wasn't coming up on the website. Like, it was showing that he was like all booked like for the next like eternity. The thing about me, the way this ADHD is set up is like, if it's not right in front of me, it's just not happening. Like, remember a couple of videos ago, I was telling you guys about how my license was expired and I only found out because I went to the dispensary and they didn't let me in. I'm like, bitch, like, if you want me to renew my registration, my license, you're just gonna have to figure out a way to contact me, otherwise it's not getting done. The cop pulling me over, he's like, that's not exactly how that works. Notice how a cop never pulled me over though, because they know, I just feel like they know. Like, it's the CIA. Like, they know stuff that the normal person like can't immediately see. And I just feel like they can tell like who the it bitches are, who the it bitches aren't. So they knew not to mess with me. Like, so I never got pulled over while my registration was expired. Anyway, let me call you back. I'm at the doctor's office. Okay, bye. Love you. Love you. Bye. I figured since I was already in the area, I might as well just swing by and schedule a new appointment with you guys since I didn't do it after my last
Okay, no
appointment.
problem. Let me just get you pulled up right here.
I mean, I actually did try to call and schedule an appointment like a couple weeks ago, but
was it like the AI thing?
yes, it was like a robot. So basically, my doctor's office replaced the people answering the phone with the robot. It's a robot, and it was like blockades, like blocking me from scheduling an appointment. Do y'all want my money or not? Cause like, you still have to pay for the appointments outside of insurance and everything. I mean, it's not like a crazy amount. It's like the amount for like a doctor's appointment, but like, girl, like this robot, like what?
Wait, what? Excuse me? I'm sorry.
What? Who are you talking to? Have you been taking your meds? You know what? Maybe it is really good that you're here right now. Yeah, let's get you scheduled for an appointment as soon as possible.
Okay, yes.
Yes, a sooner appointment, period. I hope you guys know anytime I talk about my like psychiatrist's office or anything, it is in jest. Like, they are the nicest people ever. I love them so much. But I wanted to pause right there because there was this moment when I was scheduling my appointment where they always ask, do you want to do a shorter appointment or a longer appointment, depending on how much you have to talk about with the doctor. For me, like, I always do the shorter stuff because whenever I do the longer appointments, it's like I don't really have like that much to talk about, and then I like find myself like forcing myself to talk about shit, and it's like, so I told her that, and she goes like, yeah, like, I completely understand, like, just so you know, like, yeah, she's not your therapist, and so she's like hand in hand with your actual therapist, and so like, you know, if you guys have the appointment. I was like, wait. I was like, why did she just randomly insert that? Like, you the one who asked me if I wanted a longer appointment. But that got me thinking about how whenever I do have my appointments, my doctor does be saying that in the nicest way possible. She slips it in so friendly and nice. She's like, yeah, I'm not a therapist, but like, blah, 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 blah. And then the front desk lady, like, mentioning that, it had me thinking like, ooh. Because when I used to work at the bank, we used to put notes about people in the system, and it would go through the entire bank, like in the world, if anyone looked them up. Oh my god, one time they told me, like, they were like, yeah, like someone one time looked up Britney Spears' bank account and then they got fired. And so they were like, yeah, you guys cannot like look people up who you don't have a real interaction with. And I was like, oh wow. So anyway, yeah, we used to put notes about people. One time this guy like clocked it. He was kind of loony, like he was like a little bit crazy, but I felt so bad for him. He had gotten fired from his previous job because he had a sexual assault thing where he like raised a concern about his boss sexually assaulting him, and then they fired him and not the fucking boss. That's how you know HR isn't real. It's not real. Don't complain to HR. You might as well just swallow it and then quit when you can. I remember my boss was like pissed at him, like, and pupping on him. To be honest, like, I mean, I feel bad, like, in a vacuum, like, when it's right in front of my face, it's like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened to him, but like, I have my own shit going on. But if you remember from all of my other story times about the bank, like, my boss literally got sexually assaulted by her boss at the last bank that she worked at. So I was like, damn, like, I would have expected you of all people to have had a little bit of empathy, but she was a cold-hearted bitch. She did not give a fuck. She said, that's why he keeps running his fucking mouth. That's why. Oh, I was like, oh my god, this rage. Oh, some people hate when it's the same thing. Like, she was pressed about that sexual assault. But no shade, I mean, she went and got sexually assaulted and went and sued. He went and got sexually assaulted, and I mean, you know, suing is really expensive, so yeah. I don't know, it's just... Anyway, he clocked me one time. He was like, are you guys typing about me? I know you guys put notes in the system. I said, oh my god. And I lied my ass off. I was like, what do you mean? No, like, I would never. But we definitely were typing about him, but that was crazy for him to clock it. I mean, I don't know why he clocked it. Like, what did you think he was gonna get out of that? Okay, we're talking about you, so do you want your money or not? Anyway, back to this front desk lady. I'm like, not they put notes in the system. He been trauma dumping to the doctor. Whatever, bitch. Like, and dude, like, I be sitting there. She's trying to prescribe. She's like, so do you want this milligram or this milligram? Like, is it working out for you? I'm gonna send the prescription over. Just tell me what to do. I'm sitting here talking about, oh my god, I just can't find the path. Honey. I'm so not a therapist. So I'm just here to prescribe you know, this milligram. Like, let me gather my dignity. Get the fuck up out of here. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. See you next time. In the meantime, I headed over to the art store to get some new paint so I could do my homework. So I'm standing there looking at the paint, and then this guy comes sprinting into the store. I turn around and look. Hey. Oh, hey. And it was some guy from my figure drawing class last year. He like sprinted into the store and came up to me and said hi. And I was like kind of confused because he sprinted after me in the store. I'm like, wait, what? And he was just like, yeah, hey, I just saw you walking into the store and just wanted to say hey. And then we had like a little conversation about the paint. And he was like, okay, it was good to see you. And then he left. I don't even know his name. I didn't know him at all. We had only really ever spoken in class. In passing, I would always tell him like, oh, I like your stuff, because he was like older and he was really good. He had really cool marks. You see how like my marks are like very distinct, like you can tell how I drew. Like he had like very distinct marks and I really liked that. Anyway, I would always tell him I like his things. He would always walk by mine, and so we had like a little rapport about that. But I made a point to bring this whole interaction up to you guys because if you remember last year fall, I had done a mini segment in one of my videos about how I walked up to this one guy who I recognized from that same class at the art store because I saw him and I walked up to him and I was like, oh my god, hey. And he looked at me up and down and was like, I don't know you. And I was like, oh, I was just making like casual conversation with someone who I recognize. Like, oh my god. And then he tried to like double back. Anyway, yeah, it was important for me to tell you guys about how that happened because it's interesting how the world works like that. Like some people are just fucking rude and then some people are like normal. But yeah, he like ran into the store after me just to say hi. I was like, wow, period. So yeah, that was that. Comment Baddie group if you made it this far in the video. Baddie group. baddie group, baddie group, baddie group, baddie group. I need every single one of you to comment baddie group right now. This is the first baddie group meeting in literally months. I feel like I've been gone off the face of the earth forever. Oh my god, I have so much to tell you. It's been a fucking roller coaster. Getting just these 2 videos up, like only these 2 videos, took so much out of me. A pattern that I've noticed with my artistry is that the springtime always brings forth new ideas or like new challenges. And they're good. It's good ideas, good challenges. It does bring me into like a new realm. And so this time around, it was a lot more work than I was used to, but that's okay. Let's get into it. I had posted this video. And afterwards, I invited manager Cammy and artist Cammy over to talk about my next step. So what was that video to you? Well, it was just like a life updates video. Like those ones are really good because they lack a particular structure, and so it just lets me be free and I can talk about and do whatever I want in those videos. Yeah, I think those are good too, just from like a creativity standpoint. You're not always doing one particular type of video. I like that you mix it up and do different types of things. I didn't really put that much into editing it, and that's okay. Not every video is gonna be like top of the top, and I don't want every video to be like that. But I knew after that I was about to take on 2 of the most challenging videos that I've ever made before. Okay, so remember the comic that I made like months ago? From the last bank video that I made? Yes, and you like put the comic because it kind of what was going on in Camie's dark world at the time of that specific story you were telling. I want to do a video where the entire thing is inspired by Camie's dark world. Ooh, I've never done that before. I know, I think this would be a great time to do that because it's springtime, it's warming up outside, so like energy is getting higher, and the baddie group really seems to enjoy our artistry and creativity, and so I think this would be a good opportunity to show them what I got. Yeah, I think so too. My only reservation about a fully artistic video is that I don't want to be held accountable to that, because I can do my normal stories just very easily because I'm usually already telling my friends in real life these crazy stories anyway, so it's especially since I'm not a filmmaker, I'm a video maker and I post my videos online, so I do want to maintain some type of consistency, whereas like a filmmaker works for like years on one film, and it's like that's just not my thing, so it's easier to be consistent with my normal type of stories than it is with art. Art is such a ritual and process that I'm not sure I want to be expected to do that too often, because even in my own personal practice, I'm not even really doing it that often. Yeah, I get it, and especially like with like school and stuff, it's like just super busy. Well, anyway, I have some ideas I want to run by you, so whenever you get a chance, maybe we can just talk about them and we can just see. Okay, I'll come and get you. For now, I do have a meeting with manager Cammy and editing Cammy for the next video that I'm gonna work on. You would do it too for a check. So how this video started was I was trying to decide. I wanted to do something whimsical. Like I wanted to do something super low stakes, whimsical, silly, and fun, and just really crazy. So I'm sitting there brainstorming ideas, and I was like, why don't I make a video about one of the things that I got up to during the pandemic, which was about this video game. And me and my friend were on it, and it was just a really crazy ride. We were in all types of different communities online because of it. It was just a really crazy time. As I told you guys in the video, the main part was when we were in that video game server and we were in that clan of like Barbie people. I obviously knew I wanted to dress up as the character whenever I was doing those parts, but I don't really have like Barbie outfits. Like I don't really wear like pink and stuff like that, so I had to order the whole outfit for the video. I ordered some boots, some shorts, a top, and a new hat for the like big moment of the video.
What's the big moment of the video?
Well, it's hard to say, really. The way they be making out in the comments, every part of the video is crazy. I made a video about going to the DMV, and someone said it was crazy, so I don't really know. I guess I must be jaded. That's okay, though. It's part of the brand. Remember that one girl who commented? It was such a long time ago. She was like... She said something like, oh, that bitch. It was such a long time ago. She was like, oh, your thumbnails and titles are so dramatic. Like, but I guess if being messy is the brand, then I'm a dumb bitch. And I'm like, bitch, okay, like... And is like, what you want me to do about it? So then I commented back and I told her like, okay, well, if you don't like it, then you should go like watch someone else who's like, doesn't seem as messy to you. Like if I just seem like this messy bitch. And then she said, oh, it seems like I tickled a nerve. You should try taking lithium. Girl, what? That's crazy. Like, that's crazy.
I was like, oh my god. I was like, what?
Fantasies and arguments.
Like,
trying to like,
and they do it anonymously.
Just go watch someone else.
This
like,
punk ass bitch.
And my thing is like, I don't really care one way or another, to be honest. I have a dedication to my craft and I have AdSense turned on. So whatever the fuck you got to say, you hate me but you still watching me, okay, period. Thank you for keeping the lights on. My thing is like, bitches will have the absolute nerve to click on a video that's like, oh, I broke up with my best friend, and then they comment saying, oh, you're just drama, it's just messy. What the fuck do you think you clicked on? Also, like, you're welcome. Like, the biggest problem, and am the problem, like, is you cool, bitch? I'm the star of the motherfucking show. You're welcome, I'm the problem, so now you have an hour-long, perfectly edited video to sit there and watch that you optionally clicked on. Oh, so anyway, back to the big moment of the video that we're working on right now. Sorry, my ADHD activated. It just activates like random. Oh my god, it just activated just then. Did you see when I looked away? I was like, I got so distracted. The big moment supposed to be the big fight scene at the very end of the video. Yeah, okay, editing Cammy was telling me about that. Like, he wanted to do, like, the fight scenes that were basically, like, the fight scenes in the video game. Yeah, except, like, in a Cammy way. Because that's just, like, what I do. I'm wiping off my walls after one of the many crazy scenes from that video, and... the blood is permanently on the wall. It's like there's like a permanent cast of pink streaks on my wall. Yay! It's okay. I gave up my security deposit a long time ago. I have these magnetic shelves. I don't know if you guys remember the video where I talked about that, but I have these like magnetic shelves that I just taped onto the wall. It's wall safe tape. And like, you know, sometimes the tape may or may not drill itself into the wall with screws and things of that nature, but mine didn't, and so they're just magnetic. So then it was time to revisit Art Cammy about the conversation we were having earlier. So I've been listening to a lot of sad songs. Okay. And I was thinking that it would be cool if we made a sad song of our own. But I'm not a singer. Well, actually, I did do musical theater for 2 years in high school, and I can sing if I really put my mind to it. I just smoke too much now, so like my voice is probably like, you know, needs a little bit of work, but I can sing. But that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Obviously, I wouldn't be making a song and putting a song out. It would be a sad song, but like Cammy's version of that in video form. Okay. What a twist. And so I got to work on writing a song. Obviously it's not a song, but it's an abstraction of my life using the different motifs that I already do in my art. The whole video was inspired by one conversation that I had with someone when I was 24, and we had gone through something. It was so layered. It was about something that happened earlier, and then that was about something, and it was just like this culmination of years and years and years of history and events and pain and hurt, and this person told me to get over it. And that wasn't the first or last time I had a conversation of that nature with this person, but for some reason that one just hurt so bad. And so I mined my journals and my sketchbooks. You know, fortunately, I've been journaling semi-regularly since I was 21 years old. I'm 26, so I have a lot of things to look back on, and I can look back on my mindset and what I was going through. And I also have been collecting my art in sketchbooks since I was 17. I went back to my sketchbook from when I was 24, and I looked through a couple of the things that I was drawing to help give me inspiration for the visuals. The bloody eyes thing actually started when I was 21, not 24, but I just happened to draw it again when I was 24. And my whole thing with special effects makeup and body horror actually started when I was a little kid. I was just always really fascinated with horror stuff. It never scared me. I wanted to be scared so bad by things. Like, my first horror movie I ever watched was Paranormal Activity, and I remember not being scared, and I remember actually like not even really liking it. I think it was Paranormal Activity 3. I remember it was like the ending was like it ended up being some cult thing. I don't know. It just really irritated me, and I was like, why is none of this like scary? It was actually more intriguing to me than anything. So there's this TV show called Heroes, and that was another thing that I used to watch when I was a little kid. And there's this character in Heroes, her name is Claire, and she had the power of rapid cellular regeneration. And part of her discovering herself and her powers was she would essentially herself over and over and over again. She would jump off of the roof, she would get run over by a car, she like stuck her hand in the dishwasher, like basically trying to herself to see how far she could regenerate from. And it was so fascinating being like 5 years old watching this special effects makeup and seeing how they would quite literally destroy her body, and like she would like put herself back together. It was just really fascinating. You know, ever since I was a little kid, I've just always loved special effects makeup. And so like my first time ever doing it was when I was 14, and I've been doing it ever since, just as like my hobby, like as a form of expression. So when I started to journal via art, obviously body horror and things of that nature became a huge theme for me, because it always has been a source of inspiration for me when I'm watching other pieces of media. So yeah, I was looking at that. Let me see. Another huge thing was like Ola. So when I was 24, Ola and I were going on a lot of walks together. We were having a lot of conversations, and so I made sure to include one of the conversations that we had in the video. This was also a huge thing. So the whole theme around the video, I didn't talk about it, but it's just something, you know, because I do this for real, like in real life. Like the video is kind of like me taking my artistic knowledge and like doing it on that, but like I do this like just by myself without showing anybody or telling anybody about it. I have like different narratives and conversations surrounding a lot of my art, and one of the conversations when I was 24 was that I was being like turned into this villain, like turned into this devil, like I'm the devil because I'm hurt by what you did to me. And it was just so painful to have a community turn their back on me over something that happened to me, over what I'm upset at someone else about, and turn my pain against me and use it to hurt me. And so the entire video is like a whole conversation surrounding the phrase "get over it." If you go through the video, you'll see I tried to do everything to get over it, because I didn't want it to be like that. I don't want to be hurt or angry. I tried going to therapy. Didn't work. I was too young to want to acknowledge the raw truth, And I also have been through way too much for a therapist to ever help me work through, because there's too many things that some random person, like, it just... So therapy didn't work. I tried letting it go and letting the person back in. Let's do our song and dance and pretend like everything's okay. And I ended up getting hurt again and again and again. Okay? So I try venting about it in my art. And it's like, okay, well, it's an outlet, but it doesn't erase what happened. Okay, nothing is making this feel better. So then I go and I try to talk to my friends about it. And no one said the right thing. And of course, how would they? They weren't there. So they couldn't even possibly say the right thing if they wanted to. And there was no right thing. That's the whole point. They could say anything and nothing would be the right thing, because there is no way to get over it. And so at the end of the video, it was a devastating ending where I came to the conclusion that I probably won't ever get over it, because that's not a real thing. You don't just get over stuff. You pretend if you feel like it, if you see that there are benefits to that. But I was killed over and over and over again when I pretended. I don't want to die. Like, I want to live a good life. I want to live like a happy life. I don't want to keep being hurt. So I had to walk away and just come to terms with the fact that this is going to be something that I'm gonna be haunted by forever. And there's really nothing that's ever gonna make it feel better, but I just need to make sure that I don't give this person the opportunity to hurt me in real life anymore. Their ghost will forever haunt me, and it will forever kill me every single time I conjure it up. I will lose every single time. And so that's what that was about. I feel so much better after making that, though. I really feel like I feel a little bit free from it. 2 years later, I'm 26, and I just spent 2 months making a video about it, so I'm obviously not over it. I don't think that is a thing. I have never seen a true example of someone getting over something, which is freeing, too. Because it's like, okay, I'm not wrong. No matter what is being told to me, I'm not wrong for being traumatized about what happened to me. And yeah, you just gotta stay away and go in the right direction. That was just a little extra thing that I made for the video, but it didn't really fit, so I just put it in this one. And if you watch the video, I did a comic in the middle of it where I had went on a walk with Ola and I told her about the shadow people, and I showed her this abstraction. That's just what I'm gonna call it because I don't really know what else to call it. And she did what anyone would do. She tried to go inside and help me, and it wasn't the right thing. That's not what I wanted. I didn't want help. I didn't want you to try to fix things and mend things. I just wanted you to listen. But like, how is she supposed to know? Like, if I didn't make it clear what my intentions were, and if I didn't make it clear to myself even what my intentions were, I just, when I was really in the thick of a lot of these things, it was like I was just throwing my heart out at sea, hoping the right thing would come along, and it never did. Everything ended up hurting me. And then so then back to the comic, it was like, then the disagreement between me and Ola happened because I was like, aren't you supposed to be like a psychic? Like, how do you not know? How didn't you know that, like, I wouldn't want that? Like, you're supposed to like be able to know everything. And then she's like, ugh, like, I don't know, this is new to me too, like, I don't know what's going on. It's more complicated than that. Like, oh, and it just, everyone has their own fucking struggles. And so what I just showed you was a little just continuation of the comic from the video, but it was Ola's perspective. And what she's going through is that she has this new ability to see things. Like, it's like almost an omnipotence, and she's grappling with this almost like godlike power that she was just thrust into, while also holding on to her humanity. And it's like between the lines there is this commentary about how she's almost like choosing to suffer. Like, she feels bad about how the disagreement between her and I went in this comic, but she like doesn't really have to, because she first of all could have seen that what she was doing was the wrong thing before, but she's trying to be human, so maybe she just ignored it. Maybe she didn't look at the information that was presented to her. Like, she wants to be normal, and she can't turn her like power off. So it's like just this whole thing. Anyway, I mean, I'm still improving as a writer. So yeah, just give me like a little bit of grace. Like, I'm still I know it, but I just have to figure out how to like get it, like convey it more properly. And maybe you guys are getting it and I'm just being hard on myself. Regardless, I know everything is jumbled up with like the Camie's Dark World lore and everything. It's just crazy. I've been getting everything together behind the scenes. One day there will be a place for all of this to be like, so it's just not in like these videos, and then my videos are kind of like nondescript, like the title and thumbnail, you have no clue like what the video is going to be about. And so it's like, how can we go back and look at what you've talked about before? So anyway, there will be one day, there will be an organized place for all of this, but I've been getting everything together behind the scenes so that I can upload more often, and also just like be more organized with what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to say. This is what so, last but not least, before I let you go, on my Instagram story, I did tell you guys that I have a crazy story time that I want to tell you in the Baddie group meeting. So I saved it for the very end of the Baddie group mainly because it goes with the flow of how I've done this Baddie group meeting, but also just because I wanted to, give the little craziness to the bitches who really stayed till the end. So, bitch, like, you guys have no idea what be going on. So I finished filming, finished getting ready for bed, and I'm about to go to sleep. I walk over to turn my lights off and open my blinds and my window. When I land on the ground from standing on my couch to turn everything off and stuff, I had landed on my fucking tripod and it broke. I was devastated, but it's okay. This is honestly the second time I've broken a tripod in that way, and I still use this one like it's literally fine. So I was like, whatever, I'm gonna go to sleep. So I'm laying in bed and I'm like, oh, my toe does kind of sting though. Let me just climb out of bed and look at it just to be sure. Oh my God. My foot. Yes. Bruh, I have to go to the ER. Oh my God. I ended up having to go to the ER. I got 9 stitches in my foot and I had to wear a boot for the next 2 weeks. So, yeah. But I did take these cute selfies the next night before I went to this event thing that I had to do. And yeah. Comment baddie group. Bye.